What's up, everybody, and welcome back to King's Cubed. So, we are here back in Starship Evo again. We have an awesome new update to go over really quick. It's not quite yet out. It's only in the experimental version of the game right now. So, if you don't have the experimental version, then you're not going to have this in game yet. And to be honest, it's best to try and stay away from the experimental version unless you're really good with beta testing, or I guess technically it's alpha testing, because there's a lot of bugs that tend to happen. And right now there's kind of a few pretty nasty ones in this update, so I would wait till this one hits the main game. But just to kind of give you an idea of what's coming. I'm gonna go ahead and give you this really quick video, kind of showing you what's coming to the game. So I'm sitting here with my cat character. But we got this nice big platform here that I'm gonna show off a new feature in the game that is freaking awesome, and it is the poof. I'm just kidding. Poof. I've had poofs for a long time. So go ahead and get this back open. So the thing that I really wanted to show you guys, and let's go ahead and get rid of this is a poof because we don't need a poof anymore. There has been a huge change to copy paste, and for those who don't know, there actually is copy paste in the game now. There has been for a couple updates now. It hasn't been extremely optimized, and it wasn't really that great, to be honest, but it did work, and it worked. But now Francois gone and done I never can remember with the other name that he goes by, but Francois has gone and completely rehauled it, and it is so cool now. There are some really cool features that are coming to the game, and I am just absolutely stoked. The first of all, the thing that he's introduced to the game is prefabs. We have prefabs now, so you can take a copied structure and then you can paste it. See, like, I have 4 different prefabs loaded in on my hotbar there. There is, if you go to here, you have an actual codex where you can stick and save prefabs. And on top of that, these prefabs can then be uploaded to the workshop. So you can download prefabs from the workshop and paste them onto your ship. And put them into your onto your clipboard and paste them onto your ship. Almost kind of similar to the way that you do in Space Engineers, a little bit. Not quite exactly the same, but similar. And these prefabs are amazing. They're the best copy paste feature I've ever seen in a game because of this one feature, and I'm going to show you right now. This one feature, I just pasted down a a copied structure. This is for a hallway for a ridiculously large ship that I have planned to build because of the new Novox update with the huge blocks that we're going to have. So but this is just a hallway, but it's not just any hallway. It's a hallway with a door. Now, this door, like, oh yeah, sure, yeah, it's a door, yeah, it's just a door. But look, here's a button over here. The button is already linked up to this. This was a prefab. This was copied from a structure, or copied, saved, and then I pasted it onto this structure. And it has working logic and working child entities already on it. That is mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. For for someone coming from StarMade that loved to build with child entities, I loved child entities in that game. I loved making moving doors and road and stuff like that. In fact, my Galactica was going to have a lot of that. But this right here changes the game so much. Being able to have logic on a prefab allows you to be able to just build all these different logic prefabs for like doors and elevators and whatever you want, and then you just paste them onto your ship. So all you've really got to do is, if you have a really good set of prefabs for your ship, you can build a massive starship pretty quickly. Once you get all of your prefabs built, all you got to do is build the outer shell of the ship and make sure you have space built for the interior areas of the ship, and then you just got to prefab it up, and you're done. And you don't even have to worry about logic, because if your logic is all hooked up in the prefab, then you're good to go. This is so freaking cool. But like, for instance, the only thing that we don't have yet, and it's something that I'm hoping that he adds eventually, I don't know if he will or not, is an undo button. Because once you paste down one of these prefabs, if you don't get it in the right spot, there's a lot of deleting in your future. Because you have to go back and you have to delete every one of those blocks. So it's a little bit painstaking, but I don't know if he's going to add an undo feature or not, just because that would probably eat up a lot of memory. I don't know if he's going to do that or not, but it would be very nice. It is one of my quality of life improvement requests. If you're watching this, Francois, please add that. Anyway, so I want to quickly go through some of these prefabs that I've built. Like, I have, this is the cross hallway. Then I have, of course, the door prefab. Then I have just the main hallway. And then, of course, I have the T intersection, which I'm going to go ahead and rotate to there. And so, and now you can see it lines up perfectly. And now I look like a, okay, there we go. So as you can see, it lines up nice and perfect. It's nice. This ship is gonna be huge, just so you know. But and I had a lot of fun making that, by the way. So, but it lines up. Everything lines up perfectly. You have working logic doors, and it's so cool. And you can basically build whatever you want. And you just set up a prefab system for it, and you've got a giant ship. You can make some pretty freaking huge stuff in this game now. In fact, to be honest, this right here makes, especially this copy pastable logic, makes it so that this game has surpassed StarMade's building capabilities. Now, the only thing that StarMade now has over this game is the build helper, and I can't remember, but I think StarMade has an undo button. But that's it. Those are the only two things that make StarMade better than this game still. And those are the only two things that StarMade has over this. But to be honest, even with those, like, this game is very much on its way to become one of the best, to be honest, space building games out there. Once he has the building aspect finished, then he can move on to gameplay features, which I'm really excited about. I can't wait to see what kind of gameplay features he decides to come up with, and of course, universe building stuff. in a universe that's completely procedurally generated like this, down to the very building blocks of the game, I can't wait to see what he comes up with. Um, but so yeah, I just thought I'd make this real quick video talking about how the game has changed in the building world. Copy pastable logic, guys. Copy pastable logic that actually functions when you paste it down. Like, that is just absolutely mind blowing. It is another feature that Francois has gone and blown our minds with. Everything about this game just blows everybody's mind. And now we just have another thing to blow our minds with, and I'm excited, and I really can't wait to start putting this new feature to use. It's kind of funny actually, because I just started building these hallways a couple weeks ago, because I was playing around with the copy paste feature, because I never really played around with it before. And I was like, I really want to build a giant ship that has these massive hallways. The idea of it is that it's like an ancient ship that has um, uh, more than like regular people size characters. Like, they also have like giants that walk around inside the hallways and stuff. And so they built the ship to accommodate all alien sizes, and so the hallways are freaking huge. And so I started building that, and I just kind of got these 4 different hallway designs or worked on, and I was starting to work on a corner one, but I had a glitch that happened and it messed up things. So but then this update came out, and I was thinking to myself, like, it would be really nice, and a feature that would really make things better and easier for me and everything. Like a prefab system where I could save my my copies to an archive or something like that, and then I could just like draw from the archive and drag and drop these designs down. But it's like Francois read my mind and just like, you know what? Here you go. There you go, buddy. Nice and good to go. You're good to go. And here we are. Awesome copy paste feature. Now I wanted to do really quick a kind of, for those people who don't know how copy paste works really well in the game, I was going to do a real quick tutorial of sorts on how that works. So, with the codex, you have your tools here. You have all these. You have your symmetry, which, by the way, if you didn't know, he did add multiple planes of symmetry the other day, which was so nice. I was so happy that he did that. It made building these hallways a lot easier. But he added multiple planes of symmetry, which is awesome. Building circles now will be so much easier. But so you have the symmetry, you have all the other different hairs, but then you have your copy paste tool right here, which is what we're going to be playing around with. You take the copy paste tool, and right now, oh no, it's glitching out. Why are you doing that? Oh, it's probably because I had a prefab loaded up. Let's go ahead and get these. See if that makes a difference. Nope, it does not, of course. And I can't get rid of it. Alright then. Maybe it's just a glitch. We'll try copying something. Just ignore that for now. And I can't reload the game because that's where the crash problem is. Anyway, so basically what you want to do is you want to take your copy paste. Just ignore the glitch there for now. You take it, you want to copy from the top to the bottom of the object that you're wanting to copy, because if you don't, then it's gonna try to paste it on the top. It's weird like that. I don't know why it does that, but it's just the way it works. But you drag it all the way out to the point where you're wanting to copy, and that would be right about there. Then once you get this dragged out there, you press R key to change the direction, and then you go down. And you just go down to the point where you're wanting to copy, and that would be right about here, because I don't want to copy the platform. So you grab it, and there we go. Now we have it. And you just take it and you can place it down anywhere you want to place it. Like, for instance, if I want to place it here, I can place it there. I can also rotate it any direction I want. You can also rotate it in multiple different directions if you want by pressing the T key while you have it in the paste mode. If you have a prefab, if you're trying to paste down a prefab, you can only rotate it on the anchor point. You can't rotate it like multiple different directions, which is unfortunate right now. I think he's probably planning on fixing that eventually, though. But you can rotate it, and then you can place it down. And then, of course, because it's a copy, you can it doesn't go away per se. But also, if you hit tab, then you go to this little button right here that pops up. This is the new tab for the clipboard, and I like the little icon he created for it. And it lets you preview the object that you have currently on your clipboard. So you're able to see what you have there. Then you can name it, which you can name whatever you want, and then you can export to prefab to local, or you can export your prefab to the workshop. Usually it's a good idea if you're going to upload it to the workshop. Make sure you have a good name, a good description name on it, or a good name on it, and a description of the prefab, so that when you upload it to the workshop, people know what it is. And then yeah, it'll be there. And when you hit the prefab export prefab to local, it'll show up in this little thing here as one of your prefabs that you have in your codex of prefabs. And I imagine you can have as many prefabs as you want. And the workshop is going to be absolutely filled with prefabs. I've seen some people on Discord that have been creating some pretty interesting prefab structures. They're just like a giant mess of prefabs. That it's like they kind of knew that this was coming, and so they started making them. And they've got a lot of work ahead of them to copy all of those things and save them as prefabs. So there's going to be a lot of prefabs being uploaded to the workshop here pretty soon. I imagine probably some collections of sorts. But anyway, so that's how that works. And when you are ready to get rid of your object that you have saved or you have clipped to your clipboard, you just hold right click and it disappears. And that's about it for copy paste, basically. Like I said earlier, it does save logic now, which is really freaking cool. So I imagine we're going to get some new prefabbed elevators and some really cool prefab doors and all sorts of different stuff, which is gonna be so cool. Um, anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here, and thanks for watching. Um, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon so you get notified of more videos that we upload. I'm trying to increase my upload schedule. I don't really, I've been having some schedule issues with being able to do anything on YouTube lately, because I've just been so busy, and I've got a ton of videos I have backed up in the in the the folder, trying to wait for their turn. But I decided I'm gonna try to upload this one as quickly as I can because it's very time sensitive. But also check out me and my wife's channel, Sofa Spouses. We're doing show or TV show and movie reviews and reactions to trailers and stuff like that, which is really fun. You actually see my face on that channel because we do actual video recording of that. One of these days I'm gonna get a better camera or get a better setup around. I want to get one of those like green screen things so that I don't have to show off my back. My office is not the cleanest thing in the universe, not the most greatest thing to look at. So eventually I'm gonna have myself a setup where you can actually see my face. But I've never been much one for showing off my face. But so anyway, guys, hopefully we'll be able to get some more videos out there for you guys. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.